Hi everyone. All right, I can already see a lot of people have joined, so we will start. So in today's live, this is what I am going to cover. This is a semi-mandala I have drawn using colored fine liners. So if you are drawing along with me, great, but I'll still tell you the material and everything that you will need to draw this. So I am going to use this sketchbook from MENORAH to draw this again, and I will be using colored fine liners from Brustro. So we'll be using mix and match of different colors. And apart from this, the basic material that we use for mandala is compass, protractor, and a ruler, a scale. Okay, so let's get started. So this is the reference, this portion, and I'm going to draw this. I might change the patterns, but yeah, it's going to be colorful. Now I have already drawn this line as a base for me, and I'm using this sketchbook in the landscape way to draw the semi-mandala. And the first thing that we need to make sure is to find out the center. So I've already put a dot here, and it's very simple to find out the center. So you can just find out the center, and then we will start to draw our circles. Hi Tanu. Alright, so what I basically do is I draw the outermost circle first, because I find that way easier, and then I draw my grid. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to draw the outermost circle first, and in today's work my outermost circle is going to be 9 centimeters, and I am going to measure it using the scale. That's how I usually do. Hi Shikha. Hi everyone. Hi, hello. Alright, so outermost circle is done. Now I'm going to use protractor, and I'm going to create the grid first before I draw concentric circles. So use your protractor, keep it at the center. And the measurement that I'm going to take for this, hi Isha, the measurement that I'm going to take for this is a difference of 10. I usually prefer difference of 10 because that way you can create a very balanced and symmetrical work. So that's why I prefer a difference of 10 most of the time, barring when I draw on a black paper, because then it gets very intricate and it's difficult. So when I draw on black, I usually go by 15, difference of 15 degrees or 20. Let's draw the grid lines. Hi Divya. And it's always good to just keep revolving your drawing book or drawing sheet instead of giving a lot of pain to your hand. So I'm going to revolve this sheet a lot, this sketchbook a lot. This way it's easy. Hi Naini. Okay, this is my last grid line and I'm done. Now when I draw concentric circles, so what I do is I take a measurement. I do go random also a lot of times. I draw random circles. But yes, I do take measurements. In this one I have taken measurements, so I will, and I'll tell you the technique also. It's very simple. So for this one, it's almost 9 centimeters, and I'm going to leave 1.5 centimeters here at the center for the centermost circle. So I'll just put a dot here, and then after this, in this center line, I'm going to put dots at a difference of 0.5. And again, the reason why I do this and create lot of or draw lot of concentric circles is that it gives me lot of opportunity to draw intricate designs and keep a balanced work. Helps me to maintain the symmetry, because I think mandala is all about drawing your work in symmetry and just repeating the patterns, and that is only possible if you have a very nice and good grid. That's what I believe. So I'm just going to draw all the concentric circles now. And I think the tighter your grid is, it will also give you lot of ideas will flow in your brain if you have a grid like this. If you have a wider grid, then ideas will be lesser. You will be able to not be able to think a lot of layouts and lot of patterns, but this is going to give you lot of ideas. You can be very creative if you have a nice grid. Yeah, it does take some time, but I think that's worth it. All right, almost done, and my grid is ready. Okay, so now I am going to do a layout first, and for that I am going to use this black fine liner 04 Brustro. It's the same brand that I am going to use to draw the and like I said, my patterns or design can be different, but it is going to be a colored mandala. So I'm going to start from this first layer. I'm going to skip this circle and I'm going to draw a scallop shape, or what I call them is like inverted U. And I think this is one of the most easy petal and most commonly used. Okay, and I'm going to continue the same shape on top of this, and to make it more pretty or intricate, I am just going to draw small circles here in the gap, nice and neat. And I'm going to continue the same shape. I'll just remove this. Now in the next one, I'm going to skip 2 circles and draw a bigger one. Hi Mariam. Hi Kittu. I love mandala too. I can't go a day when I do not draw. I draw every day. Okay, so I am actually drawing in the entire circle because it's a semi mandala. Otherwise, it takes lot of time and lot of patience to complete your mandala work. Okay, now in the next circle, I am going to break this center portion with the outer portion. So I'll just draw a circle. And for this, I am going to use this Maped Universal Compass. A lot of people ask me that which compass I am using. So this is from Maped brand, Maped India. This is Universal Compass. It's very easily available at Amazon. I bought it from Amazon. I think it's 99 rupees or something, but it's worth the investment. So Kittu, what you can do is you can draw after your exams. Once your exams are done, I think you will have a lot of leaves after that. So you can give some time to your art at that time. But right now, concentrate on your exams. All right. So I have just separated my center portion from the outer portion, and now I'm going to do a layout on the outer one. Now my radius has increased, so you can see the lines or the grid is wider now. So my petal layout is going to be wider. So I'm going to start from the corner, end here, come down here, and this time I'm going to draw like a round and pointed shape like this. So I'll not do in the full circle here, but I'll draw 4 to 5 petals. And my hand has got quite comfortable drawing from left to right, right to left, which is usually not easy. So if your hand is not comfortable drawing like from right to left, you can always just turn around your sheet and draw like this. So I'll stop here for this layer. Now in the next layer, I am going to start from mid somewhere here. Now in these kind of designs where you're not starting from the tip of your previous petal, what you can do is you can draw an extra circle so that you can maintain the symmetry and you do not end up starting the petal shape and ending the petal shape at a wrong place. So I'm just going to do that. I'll just add one extra circle here so that I draw in a symmetrical way. And you can always add circles whenever you want. So in the next layer again I'm going to skip few circles. So let's say I end up here, so I'm going to skip these two and end here, but I'm going to start from these 2 points. Okay, now this extra circle is going to help me with maintaining the balance. And in these kind of petals you can always use pencil also, so you can just draw roughly with pencil because you're not drawing between the lines. And then you can use your fine liner to sketch it. But I'm going to draw directly with fine liner because I have been doing this from quite some time and I have practiced it. Okay, and now we are left with the last layer. So I'll just draw here also. Now for the last layer, again I'm going to start from here and end here. And you can use pencil if you want because you're not drawing between the line, but I'll just draw it freehand. Sorry if I'm missing any questions or highs because I am looking at my sketchbook right now. Alright, so this is the layering, this is done, and now we will move to colored fine liners to decorate it, draw patterns. So I am going to use 3-4 colors. I am going to use this purple color and I am going to use a pink color. So let's use purple and pink. I am using MENORAH Sketchbook and I love teal color. This is one of my favorites, so I am going to use this teal color. Yeah, let's use these colors. Usually what I do when I use color fine liners, and this is one of the tip, you can lightly erase your grid, okay, because when you finish your work and then you erase it, sometimes, though it doesn't happen with brush stroke, which I have experienced, but still I would want to do this. I just lightly erase it, but not completely. I can still see the grid lines so that I can draw patterns and make a symmetrical work, but I lightly just erase it so that when I complete my work and erase the entire grid, it does not ruin my work. Okay, so my first pattern is going to be pretty simple. I am going to repeat the same pattern, the same petal shape, and a lot of things can be done. So over here I can draw 2 circles and just color all the negative space. And you cannot rush with patterns, you cannot rush with this art. You have to be very, very patient. In fact, this art will make you patient if you are interested in learning, if you want to draw mandala, because this art is all about being patient and it also helps with the focus. Alright, now for the next layer I am going to switch my color. I'll use pink and I'm not going to draw a second layer inside. I'll start straight away draw the pattern. And the pattern that I'm going to draw here is going to be a motif shape. So like I can see my grid here, I can very easily follow it. I'll start from these 2 corners, draw a motif shape downward. So let's do that. Okay. And here on the top I will just draw some droplet shapes. People use a lot of different names for these things, but I call these as droplets and these as motif shapes. So let's do it again. So you can see how I am following my grid to maintain the symmetry of these patterns and how beautifully they are coming out, because I am completely following these lines that I have drawn. That is the reason we draw grid for mandala art. Okay, now the next layer, this one. So I am going to color it, but before that, like I have drawn small circles here, so I would want to draw circles here to fill this gap instead of completely coloring it black. And these small elements or details always add lot of depth to your artwork. So wherever you find place, you can always fit circles and lines because they fit in anywhere and everywhere. Okay, now in this area I am just going to color, so I am just using my fine liner, but you can use whatever you have, like marker or anything of like bold nib. So I'll just color up till here so that you can have an idea how it's going to look. Circle dimension and grid. So my grid measurement, the degree measurement is 10 degrees apart, and the outermost circle is 9 centimeter, innermost circle is 1.5. If you were unable to follow or did not join at the beginning, don't worry, this live is going to be saved, so you can follow that once I am done. You can go to MENORAH's page and you can always check out the live. Okay, now in the next layer I am using this teal color and I am just going to draw some spiral shapes, or what we can do is we can draw these shapes like this. And whatever is the gap, I'm going to fill that with the same color. So this is the teal color from Brustro pack. And you can see how beautifully these colors are complementing each other, the purple, the pink and this teal color. And I'm going to continue to use this color for the next pattern. Now over here again I'm just going to, you can see there are lines and there are grid etc. over here, okay, and I'm going to just roughly rub it. Yes, this session will be available on MENORAH's page, it will be saved, you can always catch up. Now for the pattern, I'll first draw a triangle, and I have used this first circle that I skipped, another triangle up till the second circle that I've skipped. Okay, now in the first one I'm going to repeat the triangle shape and fill this with color. In this gap, straight lines. So when we talk about the details of any pattern, the elements are same: circles, lines, triangles, motifs, droplet shapes. It's just the way how you place those elements in your petal shape. And here on top, I'm just going to draw 2 droplet shapes. So like I said earlier, that more lines you have, more opportunity of being creative you get. So I had lot of lines here, so I was able to divide this little piece into 3 sections. So let's repeat. Now I'm not erasing these lines so that you can see clearly. I'm just repeating the pattern without erasing the grid lines. Alright, so we are almost half done. I'm just left with 2 more. So for the next pattern shape, the color that I'm going to pick is purple. It's no, Shobha, it's not compulsory, and reason why not compulsory with the colored one is because any which ways you will be playing with the colors, you will be using different colors, but it's not, so there is no rule like that you have to draw a double line. You can try out without drawing double line, look at your work, see how it goes, and then you can decide. But usually when we are using colored fine liners, I believe that it's not necessary. And in this work, I have done the petal layout using black fine liner. So any which ways my layers are looking, they are looking separate. So I don't need to draw any double layer over here when I'm drawing like this. Okay, again I'm not going to draw any double layer. So the pattern here, I'm going to divide this in 2. And thanks Kittu. One side leafy design or diagonal lines. Now lines, when we draw, it looks like very simple and very easy to do, but the best part of lines is that, or I would say the technique that you should follow when you are drawing lines is that you should start and end them properly and try to draw the same number of lines in the entire circle. Okay, now in the left side, I am going to draw a motif shape starting from this very edge. Take a turn and draw a spiral. Bring out with the S curve and draw nice, neat 2 droplet shapes on top. Color all negative space, line and dot. You're welcome. So I'll just repeat. And here 2 droplet shapes. Fill all the white space. Alright, now we are left with the last one. Now in this one, if you see, so it's not a proper shape, like the proper shape of petal starts from here, right? This is the shape, and I can draw a nice pattern starting from this circle, but what should I do here? I have to draw something. I have to connect this area with this area. So I am going to do something here so that I get a flat space to draw my pattern. And the color, so we'll be using, I'll use pink and then I'll switch to teal. And I'm not erasing the lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a triangle shape starting from this circle up till here. And let's do it again below it. Now here either you can draw straight lines or you can color it. So I choose to color it. So I'm just going to color this entire area. And here, how to fill these corners. So I am going to draw let's draw just one, this droplet shape here and one here. Okay, now I have a flat base to work inside this petal, and I'm going to switch my pen to teal. Now just so that your color do not merge, because these fine liner or these colored fine liners tend to get merged between each other. So I'm just going to draw a line here to separate it, like this, very very close to this space. And for the pattern, we'll draw this flower shape using this inverted U. So I've drawn 3 this side, I'm going to draw 3 on the other side as well. And fill all the white space. Now we can always experiment with colors and also inside this I'm not going to repeat the teal color. I'll use purple color to draw line and dot, but I'll keep it away from this color. Okay, I'm not going to merge it. I'll keep a little space. Let's repeat. So first I have drawn this triangle, another triangle below this, color this space. Okay, now I'm going to switch to teal color. color all this white space. And use purple to draw line and dot. And with this I have completed all the layers, and I can very lightly just rub off the grid and you can see the final work here. Now I'm only left with the center, so let's cover the center. So for center, I'll just draw this circle first. Now I don't need so many clustered lines here, so I'll first erase them. And I'm going to draw a lotus pattern here, so I'm going to use pink color, and this is going to be completely freehand, but I think this is something that we all can draw freehand. It's easy. So 3 petals of lotus on each side. Fill this gap with color. Now here I'm just going to draw a line and dot, and line and dots. And with this I have covered all the layers including center, and we are done with this work. So you guys can complete it, you can follow, you can check on this is going to be saved on MENORAH's page. So you can, if you're not able to follow along with me, you can always go there and check and complete this. I hope you all have enjoyed it. And if you complete the work or you do it, if you post it on your page, tag MENORAH as well as me, and I would love to see your complete work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. Bye everyone.